Hello, I'm Avneet, and today I thought of discussing with you about a beautiful and a wonderful book that I have been reading since so many days. And I have found this book to be really interesting and life changing. And so I thought that I should be discussing some points which I found really good about this book. So let me first tell you which book I'm reading. So this is the book, okay? It says Spirit and Destiny Soul Secrets. So the best part about this book is that this book is written by so many healers and so many wonderful people who are already well established in their areas, and getting it from them is a wonderful thing. Once we are healers or once we are people, we are always students, and as student we are always learning. So it's always good to have mentors, and when you get a book like this which has all the great people sharing their beautiful experiences of life and their views, nothing can help you more than that. You've got everything in this book that you want. The book is divided into sections, okay? Some sections are telling you how to focus on your present, some sections are telling you future, some sections are giving you details about your health and diet, some are expressing other things about self love. So I found this book really wonderful. Okay, and the more I read this book, the more interesting it became. That is the beauty of this book, because it has so many sections which is telling you about all the authors, okay, who have written their book earlier about their lifetime, that it urges you to keep on reading, and it just unfolds things magically and beautifully. There are beautiful meditations in this book. There are beautiful exercises that you can practice in your everyday life. Very simple, and complex things have been simplified that can be easily absorbed. That is what I want to say. All right, there are two things that I wanted to share over here that I found beautiful in this book. Okay, so I'll just read it out to you what I felt was good. So one is a kind of poetic thing which is written by Pauline Kennedy. Okay, so Pauline Kennedy has written these lines, and I'll just read it out those lines to you. There are beautiful lines. Okay, live for the moment, work on, trust, and listen to your inner self. That is very rare that we do, right? So she urges us that we should live in this moment. All right, forgive yourself and others always, respect everything as everything has its place, even the bad. Be, don't do, detach, don't judge. You should not be judging. So she urges us not to judge about anything. If you don't like something, change yourself. Protect and nurture all creatures and growing things that don't speak human. So it's love for the animals, right? Stay awake, aware, alive. Most importantly, we are awake. How awake are we? We are alive. How alive are we? That is more important. You have to be honest, loving, even when it hurts. That is the beauty. Even if you are hurtful, how do you show kindness and compassion to others says all about you. Isn't it so? So honor and do your bit for the environment. Give back at least 10 times more than you take. So here we are talking about something. What people are giving to you, you have to give them multiplied by 10. And that is how love is multiplied, it is amplified, and it is spreading out in the universe. And that is how it becomes a wonderful place for us to live in. Okay. So eventually, if you keep focused, set intent, and declutter your baggage. Now, declutter is a very important thing because we keep so many things piling up on our heads that we are completely clogged. So the baggage has to be decluttered so that the burden is loose and you are light enough to feel the beauty of life. Okay? Shift gear for the better. Be patient, wise, kind, loving. Seek joy and trust in the magic of life. And when you start trusting that there is magic in life, trust me, it is there. And you will start feeling it every day of your life. Now, the second section of this book where I found these things to be really beautiful is by Deepak Chopra, and he has shared these 10 keys towards happiness. And I found these 10 keys to be really, really beautiful because it really provoked me to understand, yes, we were making things so complex earlier, and this turns out to be so simple when you read what he has said it over here. So, the first thing that he mentioned in these 10 points is listen to your body's wisdom. Our body is like a temple. Okay, it speaks to us at time. It's just that we don't listen to it. So the wonderful thing is that we have to listen to our body's wisdom. We have to listen to every cell of our body, what our body says. Stay connected to your body. Your gut speaks everything to you, and when it does say yes, you should go for it, and when it does say no, you should avoid those things. Okay. The second point which it tells us is live in the present, which very less of us are able to do, because we are always running how the future is going to be, how are we going to plan for the future. That is what we think. Or else, some of us are still stuck in the past. We don't release that baggage from the past. We are dwelling in the past. We are carrying those things with us. The beauty of life is to live in the present, avoiding all the baggage, carrying all the baggage, and being too apprehensive as what is there in the future, what does it hold. You definitely should look at the future, you definitely should visualize it, but you should be living in the present to do that. You should nurture your present situation. The other point that it says is take time to be silent, to meditate. It is very important to speak to yourself, because when you do that, when you reflect yourself inside, when you see what it holds, what are your thoughts, and what it wants, what you want, that is all that matters. So you should very often speak to this person who lives right inside yourself to understand what this person's got to say. All right. Relinquish your need for external approval. Stop seeking for approval from outside. You should know that you're worthy of everything. You should trust, you should believe, you should have that faith that you are worthy and you don't need others' approval to understand what is right or what is wrong. The person you are inside, your subconscious mind, your higher self, your soul knows it all. Okay, just get in touch with it and you will know, and you'll stop taking or seeking approval from others. Okay, when you find yourself reacting with anger or opposition to any person or circumstance, realize that you are only struggling with yourself. Because what happens is we are always carrying that old hurts and burdens with us. And when we do carry that burden with us, we are closing ourselves from experiencing something new. And that anger, which is clogged by your past experiences, keep rewinding and coming to the surface over and over again. So here we want to stop with that anger and we don't want to get angry. So how do we do that? By releasing those past experiences, by learning what is needed to be learned and let go of which is no more required. Okay, then next, when you see, know the world out there reflects your reality in here. This is very interesting, you will hate something in others which you are trying to get rid from yourself, and that is the truth. When you feel that this part of this person makes you feel worst about something, is because you don't want those things to be attached with you. You are trying to get rid out of it yourself. So work on yourself, see what you like, see what you don't like, and do that. Whenever you are angry, whenever you are really not good about something, you feel bad about things, just look into yourself and you will get the reason as to why. Shed the burden of judgment. Now, here we have two things, okay? Judgment which you have for others, and judgment for what others have for you. So, you have to discard what you hold for others, and you have to also stop thinking what others think about you, because each one of us thinks something or the other, and it doesn't matter what the other person is thinking about you. So stop entertaining judgments coming from others, and so it happens to you. You should stop judging others as well. So that is how you can understand, you can unfold the true self for each other. If you people get judging, and if you start judging each other, there will be only misunderstandings and lack of love. Satisfying ego for each other is not we are here for. Okay, we are here for just understanding and living the life together. Don't contaminate your body with toxins. Now, your body contains everything: your blood, your cells, your soul, your emotions, your mental health, everything. So, keeping toxins in any kind, food, or you say toxic emotions also, or chemicals, or what you are drinking, all kind of toxins are not supposed to be there inside your body. Okay, so you are not supposed to contaminate that beautiful body with any kind of toxins. The ninth one point says replace fear motivated behavior with love motivated behavior. Now, normally I have seen people that they are drawn, for any kind of thing by their fear. So let your behavior not be out of fear. I will lose my job and therefore I have to do this thing. So that's a fear driven behavior. Okay, I will lose this person in life if I am behaving in such a thing. No, it should not be fear motivated. All right, your actions should be love motivated. Okay, I love my work, and that is why I want to do this. I love this person, and that is why I want to behave in this way so that this person loves me back enough. Okay, so it should be love motivated. It should be out of love. It should not be out of fear. All right, so that is how we say that it should be love motivated behavior. And the last point says that understand that the physical world is just a mirror of a deeper intelligence. So your physical world that you're living, the energies that you have, okay, they are more deeper than you think. The life is impression for everything. Living in balance and purity is the highest good for you and the earth. So the earth, the planet, the ecosystem that you are utilizing has to be done in a balanced way. You are for the world and the world is for you, and every creature on this world has equal opportunity and have equal rights to have nature for itself. So this was the best part of the book that I liked, and I shared it with you. Go ahead, read this book. It's a wonderful book. Okay, and I hope you like the points that I shared about this book. Until then, let's see you later. Bye bye.